All right, Kenman here, and my favorite bag has returned to add to my pile, my collection of these bags that I love so dear. And occasionally they contain something of special interest. Yeah, this one here, I think I might have made a move that created this to happen faster. Maybe I'm wrong and I'm delusional. Either way, here it is. Happy day. Before we start, I'm not sponsored by anyone, and I purchase everything at retail price. I do these videos because I love discussing knives and sharing info and ideas with others. If you have any questions or thoughts, please feel free to comment below. How many of these bags do I have? How many more will I get? The world may never know. Yeah. Well, let's just go ahead and see how far we get before people start feeling deja vu. Bag on the floor. Does this look familiar? Only a couple of days ago, and I'm like, yep, that's tape. And I kind of went like this. Is this tripping anybody else out? It's like, I watched this video. Damascus blade. Pakistan. Knife Nation. Yeah, if you saw the video, I will go ahead and right there. I just opened another knife from Knife Nation. Long story short, I ordered this knife right here. I liked it. I wanted it. Made the order. And after about a week, it said it was about to ship. And then it said delayed, and I had to contact them. So then I go and I get a contact email saying, are you sure you still want this because it's out of stock? And so I had to check, yeah, I still want it. And so then I was playing the waiting game. And so I went on the company and found another one that was similar, which I just unboxed recently, and was happy with that. But instead of canceling this one, I went ahead and ordered the other one and let this one, I left it hanging just to see if I would eventually get it. And then boom, immediately the company realized, oh, this is the third thing this guy has ordered. Maybe we should find that in stock and get it to him. Or maybe it just finally did go back in stock, but it didn't, because I looked online and they're still out of stock. You still cannot order this one. So the last one came with a sheath as well. They are almost the same. And I remember in the last one, I didn't actually put the knife in the sheath. Sheath? Sheath. Sheath. There is a little difference. Okay, see, this one's sewn on the bottom. This one's got the rivet. A little bit thicker leather on this one versus this one. This one says Knife Nation. This one does not. This one has this kind of pattern here versus this one has the kind of scalloped pattern that goes around and over the top. Very similar. This has got a little more stitching up on the top versus this just has that scallop pattern. So ultimately they're similar. This one looks like it's a little bit better. This is definitely thinner, but it's from the same company. The knife was about the same price and about the same size. So that's kind of interesting. The quality, slight difference there. You can see just how much thicker this one is. Okay, so this one is also known. I had some oil issues. You can go back and watch, and I've kind of got some theories about this company. The person who does the oil for this company is either blind or upset with somebody. But we are in the same realm of over-oiled. I'm going to go ahead and try to remove this without getting oil everywhere. But if you look right there, you can see this bag is absolutely coated full of it. Comment below if you've ever gotten knives that were, oh man. Mini bag on the floor. Look at that. It's like, okay, watch. Ugh. That is a lot of oil right there. So I apologize. Ooh. Oh, that one's interesting. Yeah, I apologize. That's just one of these things. I guess this is my third knife from Knife Nation. That's not an expensive. Most of these, they were all maybe around that $20 to $30 range or whatever. They're handmade knives. These are Damascus blades with bone handles and brass fittings. Apologize, I'm not showing you the knife yet, but I've got some oil to deal with, which you saw was excessive. So it's from Pakistan, but I don't know where they keep them because I ordered it on Amazon, obviously, and it's something that you can order and get delivered within a couple of days. So there has to be some warehouse that holds a certain amount of these. But yeah, a lot of oil. Oil does come off. It will eventually not all be there. And if it's a decent knife, that's not the worst thing in the world, but it is a lot. Okay, so let's take a look at this one. These paper towels out of here. All right, are we ready to go? Nice click out. All right, this is the Knife Nation 6.5-inch camel bone handmade Damascus lockback. Literally almost the same as the other one I got, just a different handle, but very similar as far as, ooh, all right, I need more paper towel. Talking serious oil. The other one I carried, and it still leaks. It's going to leak oil for a few days. Had it out on a piece of paper, and the piece of paper got a nice spot on it. But over oiled, I guess, is better than under oiled and dry. And I don't know. They're just trying to prevent what. But okay, so there's the lock. Nice feel. Sounds smooth. No grinding in there. I found some of the cheaper ones definitely can have a little grind to them. You can see that spring coming out, and it's got a nice click into the locked position. That feels good. It's thicker. These are definitely thicker. I'll do some losing my brain. Comparisons with some other knives in a little bit here. So we have this hand-filed design down the back that makes the jimps and then goes along that ridge. It looks like it's got kind of a cool design pattern to it. It's a little different than the other one. How these notches are not even with each other. They're kind of bing, 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 bing. I like that. It looks cool. It's got a nice feel. I really enjoy the thickness on this. This one actually looks like it starts off thinner. Actually, look, if you look, you can see this one is a little bit narrower right there than this is on this side. Maybe that's a shadow thing. It's tough though when you make one of these and they're making them by hand. They're sanding these down. It's not always going to be perfect, but that's where you're looking at when someone's really good. Okay, you can kind of see on the back how it's a little bit wider on that side. Looks like it's solid though all the way across. Let's get some nice close-ups here. It's got that brass accents, the brass pins, and the liner, bolster. All right, so blade goes in and out real nice. That click lock back, pretty solid. Got a tiny little bit of play left and right, but not bad at all. Solid. Clicks down good. Clicks out really nice. I still prefer one-handed, fidgety, more up-to-date type of knives. But I am doing the Scrimshaw project, Bing. And was looking at some bone knives, bone handles that I could use for that project. And then after doing that, got some cheap ones. Wanted to get some that cost a little bit more. This is still, like I said, a budget, definitely in the budget realm. But a little bit nicer with the Damascus blade. Got an interesting look to it. It's got that clip point. I really do like the way they do the filing for the jumps on there. What does everyone think of these? My second one. And I'm still wiping oil off this thing. Going to be doing that for, I'm going to have oil all over me again. All right. So here is the last one that I got. Almost the same as you can see. I'm going to maybe back out a little bit. Generally, I'm at a slight angle, so whatever one's closer in the front will look a little bit bigger. But as you can see, these two are very similar. Actually, looks like the blade on the newer one is a little bit longer and a little bit thinner. This one has a little bit more thickness that way. Maybe the way the clip is done, just the shape, the belly, has maybe a little bit more belly to it right there, and this is a little less of a swoop. Handles, a little bit more straight profile on here. This is the one I originally wanted. Sometimes when you get these grooves, they kind of force your finger. That's where that's going to be. But with this particular knife and this size, that is where you want it. So it doesn't really bother me. I do prefer something like this, though. It just has a nicer... This doesn't have as much of a curl. This one curls around, so where that hits my pinky, kind of feels like a little bit more of a hot spot there, where my pinky either wants to be behind it or right on it. This is a little bit nicer just because it's not curling out as much, so it's got that nice feel in the hand. But that thickness, that's what's up. My hands are just oily. I'm just going to have to deal with it. Just deal with it, Camel. So I'll get my other one out. These are the 3 blades that I've got from Knife Knation. I did see them online. I did get all of these actually on Amazon, but they are available in other places I've seen as well. They have a kind of an interesting variety, mostly Damascus bone. Colored bone, where they call it the jig bone, where it has like the the jig scratches or the kind of pattern to it. This is a cool, big, beefy just item, right? What do you do with this other than look at it? I mean, excuse me, little functionality. It's heavy. You could definitely do some work with this. It's just with this big old saw and this weird straight spot with the belly. It's just kind of an odd knife, but I'm going to do some scrimshaw on that handle, so that's the main point. I did do one blade so far. This is a Rough Rider Trapper. Nice little knife. It's got 2. It's got that, and it's got the spade blade. Old school farming, hunting knife, but I did my first scrimshaw right here. This is a pre-designed little fly for fishing that you get little stencils and you kind of trace the stencil, then you have to actually carve it yourself. I wasn't real happy with the way the stencil worked out, but I'm going to be doing some more scrimshaw soon, have several knives for it. Really got interested in these lockbacks because I got several from like the Rough Rider lockbacks, which are similar. This one does not have as good of a click. That's the one thing I noticed about that, because when you can do it like this and you hear that click out, I don't know why. The other one, the lock is nice, but there's something about that click makes it a little bit more satisfying. The lock feels a little bit more solid in the hand. But if you look at the difference between the Rough Rider and these Knife Knation ones, is these are just beefy handles. Look at how thick that is. Not quite twice as thick. This is like 3/8 and this is like 5/8, but near twice as thick of a handle. Is it necessary? No. But I have a larger hand, so when I have a thicker handle, I prefer that feel. I dig it. Okay, let's put her next to a pyrite. I usually compare that with everything. I don't know if I did that with the last one, but you can kind of see that that look with the standard kind of a slightly smaller than full size, more modern knife. Although this is a modernly made, you know what I mean. Button lock, flip open, finger, fidgety, one-handed, fun versus a lockback that requires two hands. Similar in size though, but you can't do this. Boom, right? But you can enjoy it for what it is, and I am starting to do that. What do we want to see on here for the scrimshaw project? We'll go ahead and try this out. I didn't do this in the last one. So then that slides in there like so. Put that on your belt. Good to go. A little tough getting out because I got oil. Oil everywhere. Satisfying click. I like it. I'm happy with it. What have I not said? The file work on that jimp feels really good for the thumb. It's got a nice size, good solid feel. That clip point with that Damascus. Who knows? This is the thin stock blade, so they sharpen up and cut paper really, really thin, really nice. They used to use these types of knives for hunting, cleaning animals and stuff, so they can hold a good edge. How long this particular Damascus and how well it was heat treated, how well it will actually hold that edge, how sharp it will get, I don't know. But that'll be something I can test out. So I'm going to definitely try to see how sharp of an edge I can get on some of these. Maybe do a little bit of testing and see how long they hold up. But yeah, happy to have it. Going to be looking for more unboxings, getting to more custom stuff. Going to be doing the scrimshaw on this. Like I said, what does everyone want to see? Probably going to do some polls. Someone suggested that for some of the scrimshaw ideas that we're going to do. Should be fun. But that's going to be about it for today. Got this camel bone and handmade Damascus Knife Nation lockback scrimshaw to be done in the future. If you enjoy what you see, please hit that like button and subscribe if you would like to see more. Helps me out. I really appreciate it. Stay sharp. We'll see you soon.